Hey guys, Faramar here, and this is my TLDR Guardian Mage Tower guide. So in phase 1 of 2, you're going to have to kill Inquisitor Varys. You want to get him to 0% health, and he will be spawning several mobs around the room while you do this. One of the first mobs that will be spawning around the room is the Tormented Eyes. Essentially, the Tormented Eyes will cast Inquisitive Stare on you, and if you're not looking at the eye when the cast completes, it will knock you off the platform. So make sure that you are putting a Moonfire on them as soon as they spawn and looking at them as soon as the cast completes so that you do not get knocked off the platform. Then Inquisitor Varys will cast a couple abilities. One is Mind Rend. Don't mind this, no pun intended, but the second ability that he'll cast is Drain Life. This one you actually do want to mind, and you'll actually want to kick it too. So make sure that you do not let him get any ticks of that off, otherwise it will heal him for quite a bit, and it will make P1 a little bit longer than you would like. You do want to get through this phase as quickly as possible because Infernals will spawn, which will slowly chase you around the room and try and knock you back. So make sure that you are avoiding that as well. Like I said, the longer this phase goes on, the more Infernals will spawn. I would recommend trying to complete this challenge with only 2 Infernals spawned at once. Once you get to 3, it becomes a lot harder. So the Nether Horrors that spawn around the room now, they are the main damage threats in P1. All you'll need to do to aggro them is you can Brambles, aka Barkskin, and stand on Velen. And then they will immediately aggro to you, or as soon as you see them come out of the portals, you can cast Regrowth, and they will run over to you immediately and not even walk towards Velen, so you don't have to worry about the Nether Storm being cast on them. When they do cast Nether Storm, remember that you do not want to interrupt them during the cast, you want to interrupt them during the channel. So what does this mean? Well, when they first start casting, if you interrupt that, or you CC them during it, they will immediately cast it again afterwards, and you won't have your interrupt or your CC to stop it. So make sure that once they are channeling, after the cast, you cast Incapacitating Roar immediately, and this will keep them from killing you or dealing any damage to you, and it will also keep them from recasting it. Then, once you have that under control, make sure you pump out as much damage as possible with Star Surges, Sunfires, and Moonfires, obviously. In the middle of the room, you can see during all this, Velen is actually casting Holy Ward. And what Holy Ward does is it will put these yellow orbs on the ground. The yellow orbs on the ground are essentially extra lives. They're essentially health packs. So you'll want to make sure you leverage these, and it will put you at 100% health, as well as disorient all the demons in the room for, it's like 10 seconds. I think it's like 5 seconds, 5 to 10 seconds, something like that. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into P2 here. So Cruel has spawned in. The idea with Cruel is you actually want to deal as much damage to him as quickly as possible. So pop everything, pop your Unbridled Fury potions, pop your Drums of Fury consumables, and pop your Incarn and deal as much damage to him as possible before the next wave of Nether Horrors spawn. Once the next wave of Nether Horrors spawn, make sure that you are ready and in position to aggro them and Incapacitating Roar once they are done casting their Nether Storms. Cruel will cast 2 main abilities. One is Annihilate, which will put a stacking debuff on you, and each stack will increase the damage of the next Annihilate by 110%. So you'll actually want to make sure you start dealing with this with defensive cooldowns once you're at about 2 stacks. 2 stacks, and you can live with typically a Survival Instincts and 100% health. Generally, throughout this phase, you want to remain at 100% health as much and as often as possible. So make sure you're keeping an eye on the Annihilate. The next cast that he'll do is Twisted Reflection. You just want to make sure you kick that every single time. That will heal him, and likely if that goes off, it's a wipe. So keep an eye on that. Usually when Cruel is down to about 10% health, you can stay in the middle of the room, and you can just start collecting the Holy Wards that Velen has put out for you, and just dealing damage to Cruel, as you can damage Cruel while he is incapacitated from the Holy Wards. Yeah, and that's basically the fight, guys. So, if you guys enjoyed the video, please drop a like. If you didn't enjoy the video, please drop a comment. I look forward to hearing from you guys, and I will be back with another video going over the Feral Mage Tower. Yeah. Peace.